Haven't done videos in a while, so I apologize, but this M5, it's all painted. Headstock is finally finished. Well, to recap, we reground the bedways, took everything apart. We're building everything, had to level the whole entire bed, and we use this test bar in here to kind of flip the spindle inside out. So what you do is when you set these things up, you want to indicate this 0 here, tap it around while you spin the spindle, and then you come out here, and then you're going to adjust these 3 bolts to get this 0. You're going to repeat this process constantly over the top until you're 0, 0. So what you're doing is you're flipping this spindle inside out onto the bedways, and then with the tailstock ways and everything else, you can see exactly what the direction of where it's at. If you go indicate here and here, you can see if it's pointing down or up or whatever the case is. So as you turn it, you make sure it's 0, and then over the top, as you check it over the top of the bedways, you can see where it's at. We do that to make sure that the spindle is perfectly flat to the base, which is parallel to the bedways. So that has all been completed and done. We already got the ball screw. We got that like 2 months ago. I want to say it's actually right behind us. So that's all said and done. We did the input shaft on here, and we put everything else together on the back half with the motor on and everything else. So that's all good. We haven't obviously powered it on. We have the X-axis ball screw that's been rebuilt by Robert's ball screw. And so that's all adjusted. We were mainly just waiting for this. So we had to grind this a couple times because we believe this machine was crashed pretty badly. And we had to do a ton of work to this thing, unfortunately. So it's all done now. Everything checks out. We had to take off like 30 thousandths off the flats, I think it was. I could be wrong, plus or minus like 5, but it was a ton. And then we also had to grind off the bottom of this thing, which was a terrible time too. So cross slide's done, it's scraped to the table. It's ground in reference to the table, so everything's 0. We'll have to do some hand fitting once it's all said and done. But the next thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna wash it all up. We're gonna fit the Turcite. We gotta see where our height's gonna be for our ball screw, which is gonna fit underneath this apron side. And then we have to put Turcite under here, glue it, scrape the saddle. You gotta make sure it sits flat, but then also we have to make sure that the masterway is also square to the spindle. Once that's done, set this thing on, put the ball screw in, and we're putting power into this machine. So it's very, very close. Just unfortunately, it's really, really hot. But that's where we're at with this job. I'm trying to think if we have anything else. Anything else to show you? No, I think that's it. So hopefully, to recap, this thing will go on possibly tomorrow, but we're not gonna glue tomorrow. We'll probably glue on Monday. So we could probably get that X-axis finished up by next week. And then once we get the axis finished, I bet you we start putting the ball screws in probably at the end of next week. So I'll give you an update on that. It's gonna work a lot faster now with this going on. And I think that's pretty much it, but nothing really alarming that stuck out as far as I know, unless Matt already quoted you on it, if it was extras or whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. Hope the other machine's doing good. Yeah, stay tuned. Thank you.